Hi guys, thanks for watching out there. Andy here with today's Astrology, Friday the 13th of April 2018. We begin the UK day anyway with the moon in Pisces, different elsewhere in the world because we actually go void in Pisces at 12:26 p.m. just after half an hour-ish after midday today in UK. So that is actually, let me see, 4:26 a.m. Pacific, 7:26 a.m. Eastern. So by the time your day gets started, we are going to be in a void, of course, period, strictly speaking. During a void, things change, things go quite calm, actually. It's possible to get a bit worried because things seem to suddenly slow down, but it's really a good thing. It's a calm thing, and it's a time not to be looking for anything new to suddenly come into life. Only things you've already been working on are good to look at during a void, of course, strictly speaking. Then at 4:25 a.m. tomorrow, the moon enters Aries. That is tomorrow, but that's when the cycle starts again. And this is very much an end of cycle thing at the moment because we're in the last waning days of this moon. You could call it the balsamic moon, actually. So the old cycle is over. The new one is now very near. Time to withdraw from the world, rest, renew yourself. It's the last sort of releasing and purging stage of this particular cycle before the new one starts. Time to think things over, contemplate fairly deeply if you want to. Just go where your mind takes you in terms of contemplation, because I'm sure that's all guided somehow. And think, do you need to get rid of what no longer serves you, basically? And, what do you actually need to bring in? It's not the time to start bringing it in yet, but we've got the new moon very soon. Let's just take a look at the timing on that. The new moon actually comes in on Monday the 16th at 2:57 a.m. UK time. So it's actually pretty much all over by the end of Sunday evening for this moon. Then we get the new moon, that comes in, things improve, excuse me, things get a lot quicker then. We start to see action coming in and the cycle starts again. Let me see, Mercury retrograde is also coming to an end. It's times of quite positive endings. I think it is quite positive when we get to that end of Mercury retrograde because pressure is released, and when pressure is released we feel that bit more open, we feel that bit more able to be ourselves, which is a very positive thing. We are actually all here in this life to be ourselves, otherwise why would there be so many of us? We've all got something we can do that no one else can do, whatever that is, and it might be very well hidden in this world where increasingly we're all supposed to be the same, but we're not. We're all different. I look at 12 star signs and then I look at several other subdivisions that go beyond that, and there is something going on in astrology for just about everyone, and it's slightly different for just about anyone. It's a fascinating thing, and that's why I tend to generalize quite a lot in these posts, because you will actually probably have a slightly different experience to anybody else, but these are the influences around us. This is what's happening, and Mercury has been retrograde. It's been making us more aware, basically, of things around communication, particularly to do with other people, also a lot to do with travel and transport as well. That really helps us assess where we are in our life at the moment, where do we want to go going forward. So as much as people fear these retrogrades, it's no bad thing. But Mercury is actually going to turn direct on Sunday the 15th, just before that new moon comes in. So we really are at the end of that cycle and the moon cycle. Things are changing all the time. Let's have a quick look at spaceweather.com. Now, there have been a lot of G1 class geomagnetic storms passing the Earth. We've sat in a stream of solar wind since about the 9th. That is going to go on a little bit longer. There's a 50% chance of geomagnetic storms in the polar regions today, probably only a 35% chance tomorrow. So that really is quietening down now. There are no sunspots whatsoever on the face of the sun. Okay, well, that's a short one today, but I'm going to leave it there and I'm going to move on. I'm going to try and do some other stuff. I'm afraid I couldn't get this uploaded last night. I'm sorry about that. It's just one of those things. Sometimes the internet is very bad. The picture behind me is one I took out of my own window a couple of days ago when the sun was shining, which is kind of rare here. And so basically I'm just here, and that's just the way things are going. It's not really a big problem. It's the first time, possibly the second time in a whole year that I haven't been able to post, so I'm not too worried, but I do apologise for that. Meanwhile, thanks for watching. I'll say it again, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm here every day doing this. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a brilliant day, my friends. Goodbye.